So it's almost even, man. Arsenal won, Brentford won. A lot of things to talk about with this game, man. I really don't even know where to start from. As it is now, I knew that if you watched my video yesterday, right? I knew that this game was going to be a tough game. Like I always say, there is no easy game in the Premier League. There is no easy game in the Premier League. And I remember that I said this verbatim. I said that in the penultimate season or time of the season in the Premier League, one thing I've come to realize over the years is that these are the moments that big teams tend to drop points. These are the moments that smaller teams start to cause upsets and start to win games that you never thought that they were going to win. This is this period of the season, of every season, things like this happen. And I said yesterday that yes, Arsenal are the best team in Europe currently. Arsenal are the best team in the league and all that good, fantastic stuff. However, Brentford are a team that they never come to just lay down. They come to fight. They come to fight. They don't just come to lay down and just let you run over them. They come to fight, and that was what happened today. Like 1-1 draw between Arsenal and Brentford. Like this game could have see this game could have ended differently. It could have ended in the fact that maybe Brentford won the game or Arsenal nicked the game because both teams missed very crucial chances. There were a lot of chances that usually Thiago would convert. Brentford's striker, who has been fantastic this season, arguably one of the best. Um, Not even arguably, he's definitely one of the best strikers in the Premier League at the moment. This guy has been fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. What a revelation this guy has been. I think as it stands, he's one of the highest goal scorers currently in the Premier League. So there were certain chances that this guy missed that I was shocked. And Arsenal were lucky today. Arsenal were lucky because Thiago, missed some chances, skied some balls, um, pause, but skied some balls. Raya made some good saves today as well to keep Arsenal in the game, and Arsenal took the lead in the 61st minute by a cross from Hinkapie and a good header by Noni Madueke, which for real, I didn't even expect him to. That came out of nowhere. That came out of nowhere. And at that point, honestly, I thought that okay, Arsenal will go on and win this game. Either we're going to maintain that one goal lead or we'll end up scoring another goal. That was what I thought. I was thinking, okay, right, Arsenal wins this game now. 7 points ahead of City. Do you understand? And in the 71st minute, a header, a goal by Louis Potter, a throw in by Coyote that disrupted the Arsenal defense. The same way Arsenal are dangerous when it comes to corners, is the same way Brentford are dangerous when it comes to that throwing. And today their throwing, their own set piece worked for them, while our own did not work for us. And we Arsenal shouldn't be conceding goals like this, especially at this time of the season. Shouldn't be conceding goals like this. But listen, these things happen. At the moment, Arsenal is currently ahead of City with 4 points. Listen, man, the City Sharks they are roaming. They smell blood. You don't want City to smell blood. You don't want Pep to smell blood because I'm sure these guys, like when I say these guys, I'm talking about City. I'm sure that a lot of their players, Pep, his team, they all sat down to watch this game. They all sat down to watch this game. And right now they're rubbing their hands like breadman. They're rubbing their hands like breadman because going into the next Premier League game, Pep is going to make sure to set his team up in a way that they are going to die on the line. They are going to die on the line. They must. It will be a must win for them. Yeah, I think that the next game is against it's the fourth round of the FA Cup, and they'll be facing. I think it's Salford. They're facing, and after that, I don't know who they are facing in the Premier League. I'll have to check, but I know that City will be coming to win that game, their next Premier League game, and if they win that game, the lead has definitely been slashed, and then now Arsenal players will start to panic, and you don't want to be in a position where you are panicking, especially against City. You don't want to be in a position you are panicking, because if City by mistake end up taking the lead on the table, these guys can genuinely go the rest of the season without losing. We've seen it happen a plethora of times. City just enter a stride, especially when the season is about to end. They just enter some crazy stride where they're just knocking teams down like bowling balls. They just start smashing teams 4-0, 3-0, 5-1, and start. Haaland just picks up a form that this guy starts to score mad goals in every game. You don't want these guys breathing down your back. You don't want these guys breathing down your back. And that is where Arsenal is now. Now, I'm not saying that the league is gone, but it is, there's a potential that it slips. And man, if Arsenal doesn't win the league this season, I've been saying it, like, it's going to be a travesty. It is really going to be a travesty, because it will be like you guys did all these things. You beefed up your squad. You arguably the best team in Europe. Um, for every position, there's at least two or three players. Led the table for most of the season, only to now lose. Even if Arsenal wins the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, if Arsenal don't win the Premier League, it is, man, nobody will care about those other trophies. Those other trophies, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, those ones should be they should be fizzy, what we call fizzy in Nigeria. They should be called, those ones are appetizers. Those ones are just extra. Those are just extra. That Premier League is the cocoa, and if Arsenal doesn't win that, it will be a huge travesty, and the jokes will start again. The jokes will start again. The banter will start again. I don't think Arsenal fans will be happy. The only thing that will make Arsenal fans happy if they lose that Premier League title is if Arsenal wins the Champions League. That is the only thing that can, like, consolidate or console Arsenal fans if they end up not winning that Premier League, is the Champions League. Anything less than those two, the season will still seem like a failure. And yeah, like Arsenal were lucky to win to even draw this game today. Arsenal were lucky to draw this game, and for the amount of times we shout that Arsenal has the best defense in Europe, the type of goals that they be letting in now, I really don't understand. I really don't understand the type of goals these guys have started to let in. And another thing is, Arsenal really, Martinelli is your left winger in 2026. Martinelli. If you've watched my if you've been watching this my videos for a long time, you know that I don't rate that guy. I don't. I just feel like he's a bad player. He's so bad, and I think it's a high time Arsenal moves on. This guy is not good. He's not Arsenal level, in my opinion. Martinelli is not a good player. He's not a good player. Yes, he's done decently well. Um, his time at Arsenal, but this guy is like playing with 10 men. He's like playing with 10 men. How can Martinelli be your left winger in 2026? There was what's his name? This guy that has gone to City um from Bournemouth, Semenyo. Semenyo was available, and apparently I heard that Semenyo was an Arsenal fan growing up. and his dream was always to play for Arsenal. Why did Arteta not, go for Semenyo? In my opinion, because Semenyo can play left wing, can play right wing. Like Trossard, yeah, is decent. He turns up here and there. Um, Martinelli here and there. He comes on and comes up with the odd goals and sometimes saves Arsenal. But just holistically, he's not a good player, man. This guy is not Arsenal level. He's so bad. He's so bad, Martinelli. He's so bad. I don't know any other team. This guy will not start for. I doubt this guy will start for like a Newcastle or a Brighton. He's so horrible, man, Martinelli. But yeah, man, it just is what it is. We'll see how the rest of the season goes. Like, I don't know, man. 4 points is not a lot. 4 points is not a lot. And even look at the stats. So this is the start for the game. Brentford had 11 shots. Arsenal had 7 shots. So they had more shots than Arsenal. Brentford had 3 shots on target. Arsenal had 2 shots on target. Brentford had 40% possession. Arsenal had 60% possession. Brentford completed 283 passes. Arsenal completed 448 passes. So and so on and so forth. Blah 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 blah. I don't want to read every other thing, but it shows that in the stats that it mattered. It matters or mattered. They they edged Arsenal. Like they had 11 shots in the whole game. Arsenal had only 7. They had 3 shots on target. Arsenal had only 2. Yeah, we led in possession, we led in pass completion and pass accuracy. But listen, all those things don't matter. All those things, yeah, they might matter in this like small term, but in the big term, it doesn't really matter because, like I said, that's not very lucky today. Thiago could have easily scored a hat trick today if that guy took his chances well. If that guy took his chances well, that like he normally does, I'm sure the guy is going to be disappointed in himself today. I'm sure he's going to be disappointed in himself today because usually that guy is very clinical. Arsenal were lucky today. Arsenal were lucky today. So, but it is what it is. Arsenal leave there with 1 point. So, honors even. Both teams leave with 1 point. And it's on to the next. It's on to the next. We look forward. What has happened has happened. We can't wallow in sorrow. We march forward and hope for the best. So thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel to get notified when I release more videos. And until next time, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.